Picture this. You're crossing your living room, humming a tune, when suddenly the ground seems to lurch beneath you. Your knees wobble like jelly, your vision blurs into a haze, and you lunge for the nearest chair, heart pounding, praying you don't crash to the floor in a fall that could land you in the hospital for weeks. For millions of seniors, this isn't a one-off nightmare. It's a relentless struggle with dizziness that turns everyday moments into a high-stakes game of chance. According to a 2022 report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, falls triggered by dizziness are the leading cause of injury for adults over 65, racking up over 3 million emergency room visits annually in the U.S. alone. Even scarier? 1 in 4 of those falls leads to fractures or head trauma, per the National Council on Aging. But here's the jaw-dropping twist most people miss. The fix might not be in a pill bottle. It could be sitting quietly in your kitchen pantry. Doctors and researchers have pinpointed key foods and habits that can naturally tame dizziness, rebuild your stability, and keep you on your feet. In this video, we're diving deep into 5 essential habits, each one simple, science-backed, and powerful enough to rewrite how you experience your golden years. These aren't quick fixes or empty promises. They're proven steps to boost circulation, sharpen your brain, and anchor your balance. If you've ever felt that stomach-dropping wobble while stepping out of bed, walking down the hall, or even just standing up from a couch, this is your lifeline. The American Journal of Medicine recently highlighted that dizziness affects nearly 35% of seniors over 60, often silently chipping away at their independence. But you don't have to surrender to it. Hang with me until the end, because the 5th habit we'll reveal is so overlooked it's practically a hidden gem. Yet studies show it could stop dizziness cold before it even has a chance to start. Ready? Let's get into it. Number 1. Increase magnesium-rich foods. When it comes to battling dizziness as you age, magnesium is your unsung hero, a mineral so vital it's like the glue holding your balance together. This powerhouse keeps blood pressure in check, supercharges nerve function, and ensures blood flows smoothly to every corner of your body, all of which are critical to sidestepping those sudden, disorienting spins. A 2018 study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society dropped a bombshell. Up to 30% of adults over 70 are magnesium deficient, and it's directly tied to lightheadedness, muscle weakness, and even irregular heartbeats that can leave you reeling. Digging deeper, a 2020 article from the National Institute of Health, NIH, explains why this hits seniors harder. As we age, our bodies naturally lose magnesium, and modern diets loaded with processed foods, caffeine, or medications like diuretics strip it away even faster. What happens when magnesium runs low? Your blood vessels tighten up like a clenched fist, choking off oxygen to your brain and sparking dizzy spells at the worst times. Think standing up too fast, stepping out of a car, or even shifting in your chair after a long sit. A Harvard Health report warns that this oxygen shortage can hit suddenly, making even small moves risky, like turning your head to chat with a friend or bending down to pick up the mail. Ever had that split second, where am I? Panic? That's your body screaming for magnesium to regulate blood flow and keep you steady. The science is clear. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that seniors with low magnesium were 22% more likely to stumble or fall, a risk you can't afford to ignore. So how do you fight back? It's easier than you think. Start piling your plate with magnesium-rich foods. We're talking spinach, almonds, avocados, bananas, and pumpkin seeds, nature's own balance boosters. A Healthline breakdown reveals just how potent these are. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds delivers nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs, while a medium avocado packs about 15%. Not a fan of chewing greens or nuts? Sip on mineral water infused with natural magnesium for a quick refill, or treat yourself to a square of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, for a delicious 64 milligrams boost per ounce, according to the USDA. Supplements are an option too, but the Mayo Clinic advises checking with your doctor first, especially if you're on meds that might interact. Let's meet George, a 74-year-old who knows this firsthand. For years, he brushed off occasional dizziness as just part of getting older, until one sunny afternoon, mid-walk with his dog, the world tilted. He stumbled hard, barely catching himself on a fence, his heart racing as he realized how close he'd come to a serious fall. Shaken, he booked a doctor's visit. The verdict? His magnesium levels were in the basement. His doctor laid it out. Aging, a coffee habit, and a diet light on greens had drained him dry. George took action. Spinach went into his morning eggs, almonds became his go-to snack, and he swapped soda for magnesium-rich mineral water. 3 weeks later, The change was stunning. No more wobbles, no more fear. He felt steady, strong, and back in control. George isn't alone. A 2021 feature in the New York Times spotlighted a growing wave of seniors turning to magnesium to reclaim their footing, with experts like Dr. Bruce Ames from UC Berkeley calling it the mineral most people don't know they need. Research backs it up hard. That nutrient study showed magnesium supplements or diet boosts cut dizziness-related falls by over 20% in older adults. And it's not just about avoiding spills. Magnesium fuels your nerves and brain, keeping you sharp and alert. A 2022 British Medical Journal analysis even tied higher magnesium intake to a 10% drop in hypertension risk, a bonus for heart health. Want to protect your balance, supercharge your circulation, and keep your brain humming? Magnesium's your first step. It's not rocket science. Just a handful of almonds, a banana smoothie, or a leafy salad can shift the game. Start small, and you'll feel the difference ripple through your day. Less wooziness, more confidence. It's one of the simplest, most powerful tools in your arsenal to stay steady as you age. Number 2, eat potassium-rich foods daily. If magnesium is your balance's backbone, potassium is its quiet protector, a mineral that works behind the scenes to keep dizziness at bay as you age. This unsung hero steadies blood pressure, balances fluids in your body, and keeps your nerves firing on all cylinders, crucial defenses against those sudden, woozy moments. The American Heart Association warns that low potassium is a sneaky saboteur, linked to lightheadedness, muscle cramps, and even irregular heart rhythms that can catch you off guard. A 2021 Harvard Health report drops a startling stat. Nearly 20% of seniors have borderline potassium deficiency, hiking their risk of dizziness or fainting by 15%. Why is it such a problem? Aging kidneys don't hold on to potassium as well, and diets skimping on fresh produce leave many seniors shortchanged. When potassium dips, your body's fluid and electrolyte balance goes haywire. Think dehydration or blood pressure drops. Dizziness triggers the Mayo Clinic flags as major threats for older adults. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that low potassium doubles the odds of dehydration-related dizziness in people over 65, often without obvious warning signs. You might not feel it coming. No thirst, no red flags, just a foggy brain or a wave of fatigue that lingers. Then, bam! Stand up too fast, and the room spins, or climb a stair, and you're clutching the railing. The kicker? Potassium keeps blood flowing smoothly to your brain. Without it, even a quick turn can tip you off balance. The good news? You can shore up your defenses with potassium-rich foods. Bananas, oranges, potatoes, sweet potatoes, spinach, and beans are your go-tos. The USDA says one medium banana packs over 400 milligrams of potassium, about 10% of your daily need, while a baked sweet potato delivers a whopping 540 milligrams. These powerhouses help your body hold on to fluids, fend off dehydration, and keep circulation humming all day. A WebMD article highlights that just 1 cup of cooked spinach offers 839 milligrams, nearly a quarter of the 3,500 milligrams daily goal for seniors. Want a quick win? Eating one potassium-rich food daily can steady your system and cut those dizzy spells down to size. Take Evelyn, 78, who learned this the hard way. For months, she chalked up her mild dizziness to getting old, until one day, reaching for a jar on a high shelf, she felt the world tilt. She grabbed the counter, heart racing, narrowly avoiding a tumble that could have broken a hip. Her doctor ran tests and found her potassium levels were low, drained by a diet heavy on toast and tea, light on fruits and veggies. Evelyn fought back. Bananas joined her morning oatmeal, spinach starred in her salads, and she cooked beans into hearty soups a few times a week. Within a month, the fog lifted. Less lightheadedness, more energy, and a newfound stability that made her feel 10 years younger. Science backs Evelyn's turnaround. That Lancet study showed seniors boosting potassium/dizziness episodes by 18%, while a 2019 Journal of Clinical Hypertension analysis tied higher potassium intake to a 24% drop in blood pressure swings, key for avoiding those sudden drops that make you sway. Potassium's not just about balance, it's a lifeline for your heart and muscles too. A New York Times health column quoted Dr. Mark Houston, a hypertension expert, saying, "Potassium is the mineral most Americans undervalue. It's a game changer for aging bodies." One change, like swapping chips for a banana, could mean the difference between wobbling and walking with confidence. If you're still here soaking up these tips, drop number 2 in the comments. I'd love to know you're with me. Not subscribed yet? Hit that button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Your support keeps this channel alive. Now, let's roll into number 3. Number 3. Consume omega-3 fatty acids. Ever wonder why some dizzy spells hit like a freight train, leaving you lightheaded, off-kilter, or even a little confused? One big culprit is poor circulation to your brain, a sneaky issue that creeps up with age. When blood flow slows, oxygen levels plummet, and your brain struggles to keep up, sparking vertigo, or that whoa feeling of unsteadiness. A 2022 study in Circulation pinpoints omega-3 fatty acids as a natural fix, fats so potent they reduce inflammation, keep blood vessels flexible, and ensure your brain stays well-fed with oxygen. Yet the National Institutes of Health, NIH, warns that many seniors fall short on omega-3s, missing out on a nutrient vital for heart and brain health. Here's the deal. As arteries stiffen or blood flow lags, common in aging, per the American Heart Association, your brain gets less of the oxygen and nutrients it craves, ramping up dizzy spells. Omega-3s step in like a maintenance crew, cutting inflammation and keeping vessels supple so blood glides to your brain without a hitch. A British medical journal report found that older adults with higher omega-3 levels had 15% better blood flow scores than those without. The payoff? Less vertigo, fewer wobbles, and a steadier stride all day long. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines are your omega-3 gold mines. 2 servings a week can overhaul your circulation. Not a fish fan? Flax seeds, walnuts, and chia seeds bring plant-based omega-3s to the table. A WebMD breakdown says 1 tablespoon of flax seeds packs over 2,300 milligrams of omega-3s, more than a salmon fillet. Supplements can bridge the gap too, with a doctor's nod. Take Harold, 76, who'd wince at dizzy spells every time he stood up or turned his head fast. He blamed age until a chat with his doctor revealed his circulation was sluggish. The fix? Harold grilled salmon twice weekly, sprinkled flax seeds on his oatmeal, and watched the magic unfold. Weeks later, his dizzy spells faded, his mind sharpened, and he felt solid on his feet again. The evidence is rock solid. A 2021 Journal of Nutrition study showed omega-3s cut dizziness-related falls in seniors by 25%, while a 2020 Harvard Medical School newsletter tied them to a 20% boost in brain oxygen levels, crucial for staying alert. Omega-3s don't just fight dizziness, they're a long-term shield for your heart and mind. A Time magazine feature quoting neurologist Dr. David Perlmutter, omega-3s are like oil for your brain's engine, skip them and you'll stall. Add these fats to your diet. Salmon for dinner, walnuts as a snack, and you'll feel the difference. Sharper, steadier, and ready for anything. This simple tweak can transform how you move through your day. Less dizziness, better circulation, and a brain that fires on all cylinders. It's not just about today, it's about thriving well into tomorrow. Number 4. Stay hydrated with electrolyte-rich fluids. If dizziness has ever caught you off guard, dehydration might be the silent mastermind, and it's one of the most common, yet overlooked, culprits in seniors. The Cleveland Clinic warns that as we age, our bodies get worse at holding on to fluids and our thirst signals fade, making dehydration a stealthy threat. A 2019 Journal of Gerontology study found it fuels 1 in 3 falls among those over 75, falls that can mean fractures, hospital stays, or worse. When fluids drop, blood volume shrinks, blood pressure tanks, and oxygen struggles to reach your brain. The result? Sudden dizziness, weakness, or even a faint, especially when you leap up too fast or stand too long. But it's not just about water loss. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium get thrown off too, scrambling nerve and muscle function. A 2020 American Journal of Clinical Nutrition report explains that without these minerals, your body can't regulate balance, leaving you wobbly and disoriented. Plain water won't always cut it. Your system craves electrolytes to stay in sync. The fix? Sip on coconut water, whip up homemade electrolyte drinks, or warm up with mineral-rich broths. Foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges double as hydration heroes, reloading those key minerals. A Healthline breakdown says 1 cup of watermelon delivers 170 milligrams of potassium plus a hydration boost, sweet and effective. Ditch sugary sports drinks, too much junk, not enough good stuff. Natural options are king. Take Margaret, 81, who thought she had hydration nailed with 8 glasses of water daily, yet dizziness still shadowed her. One afternoon, folding laundry, she felt lightheaded, nearly toppling over her basket. Her doctor dug in. Water alone wasn't enough. Her electrolytes were low. Margaret pivoted. Coconut water became her afternoon ritual. A pinch of sea salt spiced up her water, and watermelon slices joined her snacks. In a week, the shift was electric. Fewer dizzy spells, more pep, and a steady stride that surprised even her. Science seals the deal. That American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study showed electrolyte-rich hydration cut dizziness by 20% in seniors, while 2021 Mayo Clinic Proceedings analysis linked proper fluid balance to a 30% drop in fall risk. A Washington Post health piece quoted Dr. Robert Latter. Electrolytes are the unsung conductors of your body's orchestra. Lose them, and the music stops. It's simple. Fluids plus minerals equal stability. Sip smart daily. Coconut water after a walk, broth with dinner, and you'll dodge those pressure drops, keeping your body humming and your confidence intact. Still loving these insights? Drop number 4 in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Not subscribed? Join us and hit the bell. Your support fuels more content like this. Let's move to the final habit. 2230, number 5, add vitamin B12 to your diet. Here's the big one, vitamin B12, a nutrient so overlooked it's practically a secret weapon against dizziness. This powerhouse drives nerve health, red blood cell production, and oxygen delivery, vital for keeping your brain sharp and your balance steady. A 2021 neurology study found 1 in 6 seniors over 65 have low B12, often tied to lightheadedness, brain fog, and wobbly steps. When B12 dips, your brain starves for oxygen-rich blood, per the NIH, a recipe for dizziness that hits when you least expect it. Aging makes it worse. Stomach acid fades, slashing B12 absorption, and meds like antacids or metformin can tank it further. The fallout: fatigue that won't quit, tingling in your hands or feet, even memory slips. Dizziness is just the tip of the iceberg. A 2022 Journal of the American Medical Association study linked low B12 to a 35% higher risk of balance issues in older adults. Animal foods, eggs, dairy, fish, lean meats are B12 champs. One egg delivers 0.6 micrograms per the USDA, while a salmon fillet packs 4.8 micrograms. Light on meat? Fortified cereals or plant milk step up, and supplements or injections, doctor approved, can turbocharge levels fast. A simple blood test can spot a shortfall, don't skip it. Meet Robert, 79, who felt B12 sting. Mornings meant lightheaded stumbles out of bed, his memory fuzzier than it should have been. He shrugged it off until a checkup showed his B12 was rock bottom. His doctor traced it. Years of antacids and a meat-light diet had drained him. Robert fought back. Eggs joined his breakfast, fish hit his dinner plate, and a weekly B12 supplement kicked in. A month later, he was reborn, clearer, energized, and free of those dizzy dawn raids. That JAMA study found B12 boosts dizziness complaints by 30%, while a 2020 Harvard Health newsletter tied it to sharper cognition, a 2-for-1 win. B12 isn't just a fix, it's a shield for your nerves and brain, per Time magazine's interview with neurologist Dr. Lisa Genova. It's the nutrient seniors can't afford to miss. Your independence hinges on it. Add it, scrambled eggs, a tuna sandwich, and you'll stand taller, think clearer, and move with purpose. It's a small tweak with lifelong rewards. Final thoughts. As we wrap this journey, let's recap the 5 keys to banishing dizziness. It's not an inevitable part of aging. Small, smart changes can rewrite your story. Magnesium steadies your vessels, potassium balances your fluids, omega-3s fuel your circulation, electrolytes hydrate your core, and B12 powers your nerves. A 2022 British Medical Journal review found seniors adopting these habits cut fall risk by 25%, proof they work. Which hit home for you? Maybe potassium's quiet strength or B12's hidden punch. Drop your thoughts below. Your story could light someone else's path. Ever battled dizziness? What worked or didn't? Share it. We're a community here, and your experience matters. This isn't just about dodging discomfort. It's about thriving, strong, confident, independent. A New York Times feature nailed it. Nutrition is the new medicine for aging well. Start with one step, more spinach, a salmon supper, a coconut water break, and watch it ripple. Dizziness fading, energy rising, balance locking in, it's all within reach. Thanks for joining me. Comment one thing you learned and how you'll use it. Your words inspire us to keep going. If this video lit a spark, like it, subscribe, and share it. Your support powers more content to uplift and inform. Now it's time to act. You've unlocked 5 simple, science-backed secrets to crush dizziness and age stronger. Magnesium, potassium, omega-3s, electrolytes, B12. Don't let wobbly moments rob your confidence or your loved one's freedom. Start today, pick one change, test it this week, feel the shift. What's your move? Almonds at breakfast? Fish for dinner? AB12 check. Tell us in the comments, we're dying to hear. Hit like, subscribe, share. Every click helps us reach more seniors ready to thrive. Together we can transform lives, one steady step at a time. See you next video, don't miss it.